Thank you very much for talking
Thank
to
you.
me.
This is our third ever interview ever in our lives together.
I think that went really well.
Do you think so, do?
When do you want the start? So I've come backstage at Feastival and look who I should run into. None other than my husband. Hello, Fatboy Slim.
Fancy meeting
Hello,
you
Norman
here,
Cook.
darling.
How are you
How's
doing?
your weekend, baby?
Yeah, all right. Nice of you to turn up. Feastival then. How come you're playing?
I have come to play a show for two dear old friends of ours, Alex, James and Jamie Oliver, and to try and generate a spirit of rave in amongst all the nice food and pleasantries and children. I'm trying to inject a bit of dirt and filth.
Okay, nice. I put dirt and filth in the middle of the Cotswolds. The thing is, right, you got into cooking because of Jamie Oliver, didn't you?
I did,
Tell
yeah.
us the story, darling, of that fish pie.
As you remember, darling, you
Yes.
were very heavily pregnant, and I
pregnant.
had never shown any interest in cooking whatsoever in my life.
Just lived on a liquid diet.
Yeah, it was mainly liquid.
Milk and vodka.
And you were too pregnant to even bend down and get things out of cupboards. And you said, my mum and dad are coming and you've got to cook lunch. And I said, I can't cook, I don't cook. And you said, look, here's Jamie Oliver's book, here's the ingredients, you have to do it. And I made the most fantastic Jamie Oliver fantastic fish pie of my career and impressed my in-laws.
I know, my father was very impressed.
And got a taste for it. And coincidentally, at the time, you just bumped into Jamie and we were friends and he came to the wedding and there was things I didn't understand. I could ring him up or text him.
I know, you used to text him going, what's a lug?
What exactly is a lug of olive oil?
Olive oil. I don't really want to think about this moment, but you know, your last supper, your last dish. Tell me now and then I can write it down, I'll always remember.
My last supper would be shabu shabu, which is a Japanese dish, one pot cooking where you make a big stock at the table on a burner and then you get wafer thin slices of Kobe beef and swish them with the chopsticks, say shabu shabu and eat them pretty much half raw.
What would you be listening to? What music would you have as you ate your shabu shabu?
Kind of the whole of side 2 of Abbey Road by the Beatles.
Okay. Oh.
Well, it's all in one segment and does end with the end.
And
in the end.
And if you timed it really well, the track
You could
would
actually
end
shuffle
and
off this
close your
mortal
eyes.
coil to the last piano chord.
Whenever I interview musicians or people who are going on stage, I always ask that question: what do you have on your rider? What do you have before you go on stage? I know you like to have your dinner quite a long time before you go on stage.
Yeah.
So it digests.
Yes, because I like to eat. I don't like to be heavy when I'm leaving about. Generally, a couple of cans of Red Bull and a slap round the face.
Perfect.
You know.
That's an easy rider. Which would you like first? How
you
are
can
you going to
combine the
play to the Feastival crowd tonight then?
Well,
what kind of vibe will you be going for?
I'm figuring that there's a section of the population who, like me, are kind of middle-aged with kids, used to go raving but now like eating. Now, I think that's the demographic out there.
Oh, very much so.
So they're the sort of people who used to love raving, so they'd be quite old school set tonight. Also, a lot of them don't get out much, so I think they kind of might be quite up for a party.
There are a few cocktail bars around.
That is my plan, is that they all ditch the younger kids later on and we have a bit of an old school middle-aged rave.
If you do want a little snack before you go on, by the way, I have been given lots of gifts for you today, including truffles from Truffle
truffles are
Hunter. Very nicely, and there's some great Scotch eggs out there.
And the DJ barbecue,
Yeah.
I feel somehow drawn to.
Yeah, you need to go and try his, what's it called, the Fatboy Not Slim burger, which is beef and pulled pork.
It's quite
delicious.
literally got my name on it.
If you would like to see me making that for
You're-
Norman with DJ Barbecue,
What,
I think
right now?
I flipped the burger. That's what I did. Then all you have to do is click on that link down there and you can watch how to make it. It's delicious. If you would like to see more of our time at Feastival and what we discovered, then click on his lovely face. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, click on my face.